Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and guess what? Another episode of Scream, the MTV TV series, has just aired, and I just got done watching it. Season 2, Episode 6, entitled Jeepers Creepers. You know, this is a really random title for an episode, but I do really enjoy that first Jeepers Creepers movie. So I said, okay, let's see what kind of episode we get this week. Or will it make just as much sense as me owning this Paranormal Activity shirt? Which, mind you, I got for free. So, there you go. At the beginning of this episode, we see the killer calling Emma. And it was just now that I realized how long it's been since we've seen Emma get a phone call from the killer. We haven't seen this since season 1, technically. It's been all Audrey who's gotten all of the calls and whatnot. And so, you know what? Every scene with Emma involving the killer, this time, I'm questioning. I'm questioning the validity of it. I'm questioning whether or not it's really happening, or is it all in Emma's head. I will get to each and every moment. We see Kieran showing up. First, when he shows up and he's talking to the mom at the doorway, I might have said this before. I probably have. But I just have to mention, because the mom only got like one quick scene here. This actress who plays Emma's mom is terrible. The delivery of her lines, she's so wooden. She's so fucking atrocious that she makes Emma look like an Oscar winner. Or at least an Oscar nominee. I'll give her a nominee. Because Emma isn't all that great either. Noah then goes to Audrey. He's acting all weird. He slips her phone back into her backpack. And I was going crazy thinking, wait a minute, so it's been a day and Audrey didn't know that her phone was missing? Luckily, though, we got a scene not too long after where she was going to the store, about to get a new phone, until she looked in her bag and saw that her phone was there. It was like, oh, I guess I don't need a new phone. Thank God they put that scene there, because if they didn't, then I would have lost my fucking mind. But Audrey is now freaking out because she's like, okay, I know I didn't have my phone, so that means either I lost it or something. Like, basically she knows that somebody could have got her phone, seen all of that evidence. We jump into Brooke talking to weirdo number 2. She asks him for help, for information about Bronson and whatever the fuck. I don't know, I don't really care. This just really annoyed me to see Brooke talking to this fucking weirdo. Especially when one of her first lines to him is, oh hey, you were a really great guy to me when I was going through my drug-induced coma, whatever the fuck was happening. Because, yeah, he was rubbing her feet and trying to smash with her. Yeah, real great guy. Who knows? Maybe she was buttering him up so that he would help her. Very possible. But I don't know. Because then we jump into a scene where Brooke, she has a meeting with the psych teacher, because I guess she found out that Bronson is dating the teacher. So then she tells the teacher that she was hooking up with Bronson, which then pisses her off. And I'm sitting there like, why is Brooke doing this? Why is she creating all of this drama? If you're going to be done with Bronson, be done with him. I really wasn't liking Brooke and all of this stuff here. And the scene where the teacher was trying to call Bronson, but he didn't pick up, and then you cut to Brooke talking to him on the phone, I thought was really fucked up. She arranges a meeting with Bronson at a hotel to hook up, and I'm like, what's going on? Then you see that she handcuffs him to the bed, which is rule number 1. If you're a guy, you don't let a woman do that, especially if it's a woman that you're on the outs with, and this is supposed to be makeup sex. No, you don't trust her. No. But Brooke gets information out of him about where he was. She's basically trying to find out if he's the killer, if he's the one who killed Jake. She found out some stuff about Jake trying to pay him off to get him away and all of this and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, fine. At least this makes a little bit more sense for Brooke. She leaves him there. I've now learned that his name is Stavo. It took me 6 episodes, but now I know his fucking name. I don't care. I'm still calling him Weirdo number 2. He goes to Audrey, and he forces her to look at his pictures, his drawings. And he's telling her about how it's a graphic novel that he's creating to tell the story about what happened with the Lakewood Six and what's going on in the city. And it's like, okay, this sounds eerily similar to what Piper was trying to do in season 1. Get the story, put it out there to the public. I don't know. For somebody who is at his age and as weird as he is, am I going to buy that he's that good of an artist? Like, that good of an artist? And that he's, like, so hell-bent on telling the story? Maybe it's all true. Maybe he's all misunderstood. Maybe he got that ass kicking for no reason. Or maybe it's all bullshit, and maybe there is something more to his story. Maybe this is supposed to throw us all off to the fact that maybe he is still involved. Who knows? I don't really care. I will admit that as much as nothing went on in this episode, they did sort of give us some answers. Noah, who had a meeting with Emma to go meet this guy Eddie, who had possible information about Audrey. And then I did laugh when Emma got a flat tire. So Noah was by himself. He was looking for Eddie. He started to go into the fun house. But then he said, nope, 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 nope. And he U-turned and went out of there and he said, I'm not going to be a fucking idiot and go in there by myself. And why am I even talking to myself? I will admit that he made me laugh there. And then immediately he got a cloth to the mouth in his car. And I was like, ooh, something surprising, something interesting. Are we actually finally going to get a main character death after how many episodes? I mean, okay, Jake died in the first episode of this season. And then, sure, the hotel clerk died at some point. But as far as a major character death, we're on episode 6. And you know what? That's my biggest problem with this season so far. I'll just talk about it right now. Is that we haven't gotten a big character death. Not since episode 1. And it's been a lot of filler. It's been a lot of drama. It's been a lot of unnecessary shit. Like Brooke's father meeting with Kieran's aunt to offer her a job. We start with him at a bar, and then he brings her back to his house, and she's about to kiss him, and he's like, nope. And I'm like, what the fuck is all of this? Who cares about this shit? Seriously, kill somebody already. So when Noah got taken, look, I'm not saying I was sitting there wanting Noah to die. I'm sort of whatever about Noah. But if it meant that we were going to get a cool epic death, I was hoping for it. You then cut to Noah tied up in this fun house type thing, and I thought, ooh, this could be really interesting. And then you see somebody else with a bag over their head, and I'm like, ooh, this could be really interesting. Who is it? Is it the girl? What's her face that Noah liked? And maybe we're gonna have to decide which one lives or dies. No, it's Audrey. Very random, but I immediately was suspicious about all of this, and I immediately thought, okay, she's probably the one who did this, sort of find out how much Noah knows. Ultimately, Noah does say, hey, I'm going to tell the truth if I'm going to die. He tells her everything about what he found in the phone. He even starts talking about the kiss and how he likes her, and that's when I immediately groaned and rolled my eyes and thought, great, let's take Noah and Audrey, the two best friends, and honestly, maybe two of the better characters of the show, and let's make this whole feelings game go on, that he might have feelings for her. Why can't we just have a guy and a girl who are just fucking friends? Hell, she's a lesbian, which I thought would immediately sworn off any romantic feelings between the two, but no, he likes her. What the fuck? So then Audrey reveals that this is bullshit. She only does that, though, because Emma, like a fucking idiot, shows up by herself and is looking around, snooping around. And Audrey's like, whoa, wait, if she's here, this could all be a trap. Maybe the real killer's here. So she tells Noah what's going on. They then go out. We see Emma lurking around like an idiot, and the killer's there. And once again, she's the only one who sees the killer in this area. and she's being chased by him, and she's freaking out. She runs into Noah and Audrey, and they're like, oh, and I was waiting. I was looking to see if they see the killer here, then I'm wrong. Then it won't be a big swerve that Emma's going crazy and that she's imagining the killer. But then when they go out, look who randomly, mysteriously shows up. Kieran! I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I got worried, so I followed you. Like a fucking creep. Every guy is a creep on this show. I think even Noah said, whoa, that's kind of weird. And there's no killer now. The killer was just right behind them, but then instead Kieran's there. So, again, either this killer is so perceptive that he just, like, whooshed away when he saw Kieran, or Emma's lost her mind. She's batshit crazy. I hope that's the case. I hope Emma is crazy, because that would make her character halfway interesting, halfway decent for the first time ever in life. After that, Kieran is upset that she went there by herself because it was stupid, which I agree with him. But I do not agree with him then going to the sheriff and talking behind Emma's back. Once again! Motherfucker, you just apologized to her at the beginning of the episode, and then you go and do the same thing. Yes, Emma needs help. Yes, Emma needs a good talking to say, look, bitch, don't do this stuff by yourself. It's idiotic, especially if there is a killer out there. But you doing that behind your back, just say goodbye to her as a boyfriend. It's not happening. She's not going to like you if you're doing that shit. Hell, she's probably going to fuck your cousin because of this. So good fucking job. Then we see Audrey go to Noah, and she tells him everything. She's like, look, I have to tell you what's going on about what happened with Piper and my alliance with her. Which, I don't know, I thought maybe Audrey knew more about Piper killing people. Maybe this is like a revelation also to the audience. The fact that maybe Audrey really didn't know that Piper was killing people. Thus would explain that Audrey didn't have her girlfriend Rachel killed like I thought. So if that's true, fine. Or maybe she was lying to Noah to make herself look more innocent. You don't really know with Audrey, right? But either way, she does tell Noah more of the truth than he's ever known before. There's that. And then you see that his fucking podcast was recording everything. I thought it was a fucking test when he said, your podcast test. So why was it recording? Why was it still recording when she came into the room to talk to him? This is such a stupid thing. Like, I remember they did that in season 1, where Noah and Emma, or somebody, maybe it was Noah and Audrey, they were messing around with the computer. He broke through some firewalls and was decrypting something, and then he accidentally uploaded the video of Emma's losing her virginity or something to the internet, and everybody saw it. And it's like, how does this happen? How is he so tech savvy when it comes to this? So tech savvy when it comes to creating a podcast. But he fucks up in the most majorly way possible? Great, so now everybody's going to hear that, I guess, supposedly, right? Then you cut to Bronson still, his poor ass is still tied up in the hotel. The killer shows up, and I was hoping, even though Bronson's not really a major character, I was hoping at least we get a pretty cool death scene here. And that maybe the psych teacher is one of the killers and she's getting revenge by killing Bronson right here and right now. No, she cuts his hand, or the killer cuts his hand off and then puts an ironing over it, and then that's the end of the episode. So I'm like, you couldn't even have given me that death? Oh, woo, blood! Woo, wow, we got blood. What the fuck? What does it take for us to get a cool epic kill on this show? This show is boring! Boring, 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 boring. I'm sorry if you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure some people enjoyed it more than I did. I'm just sitting here and I'm losing my mind over how a whole lot of nothing has happened. God damn it. There's only a couple more episodes left, right? Am I wrong? Anyways, guys, this episode sucked, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or if you disagree. That's fine. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later! Please won't you save my desires on fire?
said, oh, I'm fire, so higher.